Hey everybody, Gunnison on the cover. Today is April 2nd, 2019. And just a quick story here about the Holmdel Township Police Department. I've done a video on them. They like to do a lot of revenue enforcement. They like to focus a lot of time on road pirate activity. They like to sit in the middle of the road and with the plate readers and watch cars. And I put a video up there documenting that and telling these residents of Holmdel Township, if you want to know why your house is getting broken into, there's your example right there. So Holmdel Township put it on their Facebook page, and this is today, April 2nd, and here it is. I don't know if you can see it or not. There it is. I put a link to it on my Facebook page, Gunnison on the cover. We'll put it in the description for you too. But I'm going to read to you what it says, and then we're going to read what the bootlegger cop apologists have to say about this. So it reads as follows. Attempted burglary. On Monday, April 1st at 8:28 p.m., Holmdel Township police officers responded to a report of an attempted burglary on Hastings Road. According to the homeowner, at or about 8:28, two black males attempted to force entry through the front door of the residence. The homeowner turned on an exterior light, and both men fled on foot. Responding officers were on Hastings Road within minutes. They were there within minutes. Wow. And began a search of the area. Police K-9 units responded from both Red Bank and Matawan. So let me explain to you something, people. Red Bank is a good 10-minute ride away, maybe 15. So you got to figure it took about 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes to get that K-9 up there to the scene, get everything coordinated. Matawan could have got there a little faster, maybe about the same time, 15, 20 minutes. So those guys had some time to get away. Police K-9 units responded from both Red Bank and Matawan police departments. There was a thorough search of Hastings Road and the surrounding streets and properties. Shortly after officers responded to the area, a Middletown police officer attempted to stop a dark-colored Chevrolet sedan with New Jersey plates. The vehicle was occupied by three black males. Uh-oh. Black people in a car riding while black. Watch out. The vehicle did not stop and was pursued by the officers onto the Garden State Parkway in the southbound lanes. The pursuit was later stopped due to the high rate of speed. Well, you know, maybe these black guys took off because they know what happens when the cops pull them over. It always ends up not good. The suspect's vehicle is a 2018 black Chevrolet Malibu with New Jersey plates. Anyone who has information regarding this incident or the suspect's vehicle is asked to contact Detective Sergeant Ed Martinez at such and such number. Now, a question I have is, why would somebody in a 2018 vehicle be out breaking into houses? I mean, you got a 2018 vehicle, I think you might be able to, you might have a job, you might have some good credit, unless you stole the vehicle. That's a possibility. All right, so let's read the comments here, because I'm always interested in what the comments say. So one says here, this is Jack Donenfeld. He says, "Thank you, Blue." So I had to respond. I said, Jack Donenfeld, why are you thanking him? They didn't prevent the crime from happening, nor did they catch the suspects. Why is he thanking the cops? They didn't do their job. They failed to do their job. So then we have Kuno Gupta. This is a especially frightening scenario. These intruders tried to break into my house with members of the household present. Is there any plan to help combat these almost weekly burglary reports? Well, Kuno Gupta, I got a plan. I've been talking about it for a while now, about 3-4 months now. Less trolling for dollars and more patrolling for crime. That's what they need to do. They need to spend less time sitting in the middle of the road stalking cars on Laurel Avenue. So I had to respond. Kubno Gupta, what do you expect when the police focus their patrols on motor vehicle revenue enforcement rather than patrolling the neighborhoods? So next time you see Holmdel Township PD sitting in the middle of Laurel Avenue stalking cars, just think to yourself, that cop could be patrolling the neighborhood. let's continue. There's some good ones here. Lisa Meckier, she says, great job, everyone. Again, they didn't catch the burglar. They didn't prevent the burglary from happening. My question is, what were the cops doing around 8:28 p.m.? It just got dark. It's been dark for about an hour. Where were they? Let me guess. They were sitting on Route 35 over in shopping center trying to catch somebody coming down the road, or were they hanging on Route 34? So I love this one. Holmdel Deputy Mayor Michael Nicholas. Outstanding police work in cooperation with surrounding towns. What great police work. They got away. Cooperation surrounding towns. Oh, please. Anita Pinto, she shared it. She shared the story. So, let me get down here, see if there's some more on here. I want to see all the comments, not just the relevant ones. Yeah, that's it for now. So, this is why towns, this is just an example. It's not so much focusing on how Holmdel Township. This is just a good example. We all know police in this area where I'm at, they spend the bulk of their time doing motor vehicle enforcement. They're even running a campaign this month with distracted driving, where the state, and my understanding, the state's giving all these different towns funding so they can bring in extra police to drive and patrol and bring in revenue. See, now the state knows that they make a lot of money off these campaigns, so if they can give the town, say, $10,000 each for payroll, they can put more police out there, and these police will just drive around and do nothing but motor vehicle enforcement, and they make a lot of money. The towns get half of that money. The state gets the rest of it. So if a town can go out and take in $15,000, $20,000 worth of tickets, you know, the town gets some of that money, the state gets some of that money, and, you know, even if each town generates $2,000 after the split for the state, you know, all the $10,000 is paid back, the state walks away with that $2,000 times how many other towns are doing the same thing. So it's a big revenue enforcement. These towns don't make money. These police departments don't generate money driving around patrolling. In fact, it costs the town money because they're wasting gas. Well, I should say they're wasting gas. They're using up gas, which costs money, and that doesn't generate revenue. What generates the revenue is the cop sitting in the middle of the road with his plate reader, or on the side of the road looking for you to see if you didn't put your blinker on, or you challenged the amber light. You know, just nonsense stuff. When they really should just be patrolling the neighborhood, especially towns like Holmdel Township. It's a very well-to-do towns, a lot of nice houses out there, and these houses aren't really on top of each other. But they don't, because these towns have to generate money, and if they don't generate the money from the motor vehicle tickets, then they have to raise taxes, or they have to cut back. And you know they're not going to lay officers off. That doesn't happen. They'll lay the garbage man off before they leave the cops off. And so that's what goes on. And these dopey people here in Holmdel Township, they're giving these cops a thumbs up. They didn't do anything. They didn't prevent the crime from happening. They didn't catch the perpetrators. They didn't even looks like they even got a license plate on the deal. So it's a big failure as far as I'm concerned. They failed to do the job, and this is just another Copaganda story. You know, we were there, we arrived in minutes, and we had the K9 there. Well, as I said, it probably took the K9 15-20 minutes, at least from Red Bank, maybe a little bit less from Mattawan, because Mattawan's right next to it, it's just down the road. But the guys got away, so it's a thumb down for the cops. This is not a rah-rah, great job you did. It's, you failed, guys. And so I'll put the link in the description. You can go read the story if you want, or you can go to Gunnison Undercover Facebook and see the story yourself. And it's just, you know, it's another one of these Copaganda stories that they keep throwing down our throats about how they're out there protecting and serving us. When I'd be willing to bet, you know, if they showed me the GPS, these cops probably were hanging out on a major highway trying to do some revenue enforcement. All right, people, till next time, like, share, subscribe. Be well, be safe, and, you know, always record the police, document them. Don't believe everything they tell you, especially like the story I just read here. Why would I believe what they told me? They failed.